I'm Deputy Chief Roy Hastings, and today we're talking about the weekly crime statistics that we analyze every week with the mayor and the command staff in the mayor's conference room. This week, we noticed a spike in grand larcenies. Grand larcenies is the theft of property valued at over $1,000. The majority of these cases are people leaving items of high value in the open in their vehicles, whether they're locked or unlocked. Unfortunately, it's a crime of opportunity for thieves who will walk around the neighborhood, and if they see a laptop computer sitting in a bag on the back seat of your car, they're going to try the door. If the door is open, the computer's gone. Sometimes if the door is not open and they want it bad enough, they'll break the glass. So again, we're reminding the public, please, if you have anything of value in your car and you need to keep it in your car, put it in the trunk. Put it under the seat. Put it someplace where it's not visible to the public and the thieves. Because if the thief can see it, they're going to try to take it. And that would try to combat some of our grand larcenies. We did have a real large increase in calls for service this week. Over 300 calls more than the same week in 2016. So we're remaining busy, trying to address all the complaints and concerns of the public and get crime down. With that being said, even though we had over 300 more calls for the week and a spike in grand larcenies, our crime numbers of our top 7 violent felony offenses was down 11% this week as compared to the same week in 2016. So we're working hard to keep the numbers down. And this week we had felony assaults, 3 of them, 2 of them already closed by arrest, 2 robberies, both of them closed by arrest. So we are taking the bad guys off the street and trying to make the community as safe as possible. We continue to try to install new technology in the city. We recently received commitments for bond issues to put up video surveillance cameras on the street, get body-worn cameras for our officers, and several other projects that will benefit the public and the police department and the city as a whole. One of our issues we're having right now, though, is training. We're trying to send our officers to training. We've been requesting legislation from the council to allow our officers to go to outside training classes, and they have been tabling all of our training issues. So we have been sending our officers to classes, running the risk of them not being able to be reimbursed for expenses that they incur since no legislation was cut. This has just become an issue as of September and October. We don't know what the issue is. However, we have run into this problem now where several classes that we've asked to send officers to for updated tactics and equipment for our city have been tabled and taken off the agenda and not being voted on. So we will continue to try to train our officers to be the best trained department in the county, but our problem is going to be whether or not we're going to be able to use our own training budget to reimburse these people for that training. We will continue to move forward and work with any agency within the city and make our city safe and a great place to live, work, pray and play. That's what the commissioner always says. And on behalf of him, who's out of town at a training conference, we wish you a good week, and we'll be back next week to keep you updated on our crime statistics.